Hello and welcome back once again to After the Credits. So today we're talking about My Little Pony the movie. So what did I think of My Little Pony the movie? It's a movie based on My Little Pony. If you like this film series, if you're a brony, if you're one of the girls who happens to like My Little Pony, you'll probably enjoy it because it's the same concept, same thing, same stuff that's going on in this that goes on in the series. I don't mind the series. Do I watch it religiously? No. Am I a brony? No. Can I enjoy the series? Yes. But I also enjoyed the original one from the 80s, which everyone says kind of sucked now. But that's because I had a sister growing up who watched My Little Pony and Rainbow Bright and other things. And eventually I got to the point where I was just like, you know, these shows are targeted towards girls, but they're really not that bad. They're basically the exact same concept as the stuff for boys, just not as much action, not as much fighting, not as much weapons, but they go through a lot of the same things, same type of adventures, same type of morals. It's basically the same stuff. So I was able to watch things like Rainbow Bright, Care Bears, My Little Pony. Then other things came out like Jem and the Holograms. Not the horrible movie, but the actual series. And it was enjoyable. Then we had She-Ra, who was basically the female version of He-Man, and was somewhat more targeted towards girls who liked the same things that boys like, who liked the action, who liked medieval weaponry and swordplay and things like that, and sorcery. And just the overall concept, it was basically He-Man for girls, but the boys were able to enjoy it too. So, looking back at things like My Little Pony, I didn't mind it. I was able to watch it. I didn't feel like it was a girls' show, even though it was targeted towards girls. And I think a lot of that is the same with the guys who identify as bronies now. They watch the show because they're like, oh, you know, I kind of used to watch the old one. It wasn't that bad. Let me check this one out. And it turns out to have a good story to it. Or it's just appealing enough that they keep watching it. Similar to things like Gravity Falls or Steven Universe or something like that. Just something that captures people's imaginations. The My Little Pony series has done that for, strangely, a group of 30-ish males. And probably just as many young females as well as older females. But yeah, a lot of guys seem to be into it. So not that big a deal, people. Get over it. But as far as this movie, it's basically, you know, same type of thing you would see in the TV series, just a longer version. You have the ponies in Equestria. They're getting ready to have this big party. They invite Sia Pony to be the special musical performer. And that's when this dark wizard guy shows up and kind of takes over Equestria. 3 of the princesses are captured, and they send the other princess and the other 6 friend ponies to go out and get help. And they have to go to this mountain and find the hippogriffs. So they go on this adventure trying to find the mountain to get to the top, to find the hippogriffs, to ask for help. And they eventually get there and find that hippogriffs aren't there. And then they meet these aquatic ponies, who I'm not going to spoil too much about them, but it's not hard to figure out if you watch TV shows like this that are meant for kids. They're really telegraphed. And eventually they end up finding what they need to go and fight the dark wizard, which ends up being the magic of friendship. Go figure, because that's what the whole series is about. Friendship is magical. So they save the day, blah, blah, blah. Peace is restored. They make peace with the bad guy pony who's helping out the dark wizard. And now they have another new friend who can do cool stuff. And everything kind of goes back to normal. They have their big celebration with Sia Pony and end of movie. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in there. It's nothing different than what you would see in the regular episodes. It's just stretched out to an hour and a half. So figure if they made basically a 3-part television episode that was split up over 3 different 20 minutes or 4 different 20-minute segments, you'd basically have the movie except you're watching it all in one run versus having to, you know, go to commercial breaks, come back, have the credits of one, then have to wait another week or whatever for the next one to come on. And hopefully you catch them in order and blah, blah, blah. Here you're just watching it in basically a 2-hour performance, and it's just an extended episode. So if you like My Little Pony, you'll like the movie. If you don't like My Little Pony, why go see it? Why waste the time? Why try to watch something that you're not involved in and that doesn't appeal to you? So what would I give as far as a star rating? Like I said, I'm not the biggest pony fan in the world. I can watch the show if I occasionally catch it, but I don't keep up with all the folklore and every detail of everything that's going on in it. So for me, it's going to get basically a 3. I don't want to rate it too low because, you know, it is still targeted towards children, even though adults like it for whatever reason. So a lot of the story is telegraphed, so that would normally knock it down to like a 2.5 for me instead of a 3. But it is what it is, and it's not unenjoyable. So it gets a 3. It's a middle-of-the-road film. If you like ponies, check it out. If you don't, stay away from it. It's not meant for you. So that's it for this episode. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links are down in the description. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you get notifications every time I post new content. Until next time, we'll see you after the credits.